Good afternoon from London. It's another bleak December afternoon here, although the weather was bright and dry earlier. And hello to all dear comrades, friends, and supporters from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche Idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK, and the official delegate of KFA for the UK, president of the Association for the Study of Songun Politics of the UK, and of course the owner of this very self-same channel, Songun 007, the militant voice of Songun and Juche in the UK and elsewhere, defending people's Korea with no ifs or buts. And today I thought I would make a shortish video on the subject of the 10th anniversary of the defeat of the modern factionalist clique in the DPRK, because it is today, 8th of December, is actually the 10th anniversary of the Politburo meeting, the political bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea meeting, where the factionalists were exposed and the purge against them started. Time passes very quickly these days. It seems like only yesterday that the anti-party, counter-revolutionary, modern factionalist clique were defeated and liquidated in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And it is actually 10 years since this happened, which, as I just said, the process started when they were denounced and exposed at the Political Bureau meeting on the 8th of December 2013, and the trial and physical liquidation of the traitor for all ages, took place on the 13th of December 2013. And I can remember suddenly late at night seeing on Facebook it flashed up that the traitor had been executed. I almost didn't believe the words, so I turned to the Korean Central News Agency KCNA website and read with excitement the news. And KCNA reported as follows, and I quote: "Upon hearing the report on the enlarged meeting of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, the service personnel and people throughout the country broke into angry shouts that a stern judgment of the revolution should be meted out to the anti-party, counter-revolutionary factional elements. Against the backdrop of these shouts rocking the country, a special military tribunal, the DPRK, Ministry of State Security, was held on December 12th against the traitor for all ages, Jang Sung-taek. The accused Jang brought together undesirable forces and formed the faction as the boss of a modern-day factional group for a long time, and thus committed such hideous crimes as attempting to overthrow the state by all sorts of intrigues and despicable methods, with a wild ambition to grab the supreme power of our party and state." End of quotation. It was like a thunderbolt. The capitalist media were completely hysterical. It was as if the DPRK had conducted 100 nuclear tests or launched 1,000 intercontinental ballistic missiles. For months and months, the mainstream media of the imperialist world raved and ranted about the execution of the traitor as if someone had poured boiling water on their feet. The fake left, Trotskyites and revisionists, liberals and social democrats and anarchists, also attacked the DPRK for correctly eliminating the modern factionalist group and the traitor. Thus, these fake left and revisionists and liberals showed their true colours as enemies of the Korean Revolution. The modern factionalist group were traitors and enemies of the Korean Revolution and had plotted to restore the capitalist system in the DPRK. According to the Korean Central News Agency, and I quote, they weakened the party's guidance over judicial prosecution and people's security bodies, bringing very harmful consequences to the work for protecting the social system, policies, and people. Such acts are nothing but counter-revolutionary, unpopular, criminal acts of giving up the class struggle and paralysing the function of the popular democratic dictatorship, yielding to the offensive of the hostile forces to stifle the DPRK. End of quotation. The most dangerous enemy that a country can face is not the open enemy outside, but the enemy within, the hidden fifth column. Indeed, in many cases, the external enemy will combine with the internal enemy. In the past, many socialist countries collapsed because the imperialists conspired with internal traitors such as Gorbachev and Yeltsin and Khrushchev. As respected Marshal Kim Jong-un said in his work, let us hasten final victory for a revolutionary ideological offensive that was published in February 2013, and I quote, the identity of the modern version of the factionalist group is that it was an ideologically degenerate entity which was outwardly overcome with fear for the pressure by the imperialists and inwardly contaminated with bourgeois ideology and culture. End of quote. And I think this is a very, very significant quote, especially the bit about being contaminated with bourgeois ideology and culture, because this is where revisionism and treachery always starts when, there's this infiltration of bourgeois ideology and culture. It's like a toxin going into the body. And I think the quote also correctly sums up the nature of the modern factionalist clique in the DPRK. They were revisionists, capitalist roaders, and agents of both US imperialism and big pals. The purge and liquidation of the modern factionalist clique in the DPRK was a reflection of the fact that under socialism, class struggle continues and indeed intensifies. Moreover, it proved the profoundly anti-revisionist nature of people's career. Those who say that the DPRK is revisionist are wrong, because otherwise the DPRK would not have waged a fierce struggle against the counter-revolutionary factionalists as it had done previously in 1953, in 1956 to 1958, and in 1967. People's Korea is indeed a true socialist country, an authentic socialist country, and a great anti-revisionist country. Today, People's Korea, under the leadership of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, is carrying out the struggle against anti-socialist and non-socialist ideas and practices, as well as opportunistic and counter-revolutionary ideological tendencies. Thanks to the smashing of the modern factionalists in 2013, People's Korea has achieved many great things, such as building whole new streets and cities, as well as launching a military reconnaissance satellite, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and has carried out several nuclear tests. None of this would have been possible without the defeat of the modern factionalist clique. They would have handed a people's career over lock, stock, and barrel to the imperialists, to the revisionists, to the uh, great power chauvinists. Marshal Kim Jong un did the right thing in 2013. Victory belongs to people's career. Long live Juche, long live Songun, long live dear respected Marshal Kim Jong un. And thank you very much for listening to this video. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel Songun 007, please consider subscribing to the channel and to our affiliated channel, Korean Friendship Association of the UK. And please tell everybody about the channel and share content as much as you possibly can. We've also got an active publishing program. I'll put a link in the description. And about 10 years ago, I wrote a little booklet called People's Career Defeats Counter-Revolution. There'll be a link in the description to that. So please buy, read, and give it to your friends. And also, please support us by coming to our events, both in real life and online. And also, you can donate money to KFA UK. So please give us all the support you can. Thank you again for watching today. Have a great day and hope to see you all again soon. Goodbye from me.